And my name is Ronny Brown. I'm 60-year-old and Luxembourgish national. We came here about 10 days ago, mainly for treatment of my wife who suffers of Huntington. And some of you might not be familiar with the illness, but it's basically uncurable. So we saw this as a trial and a solution to see how we can help her naturally and get better. And I must say now, after the first 10 days, we are already seeing improvements, much more than our classical with the classical medicine that is available in Europe. Um, so it's something that is different, completely different for people who are not aware of those kind of treatments. Uh, but one thing for sure is that over here now we have been very well taken care of, guided, introduced, always know what's happening. Also, whatever there is, there's always a team around to help and support and to adapt as far as possible. And I can only really recommend this kind of treatments also for myself. I mean, while I was here, I'm not the youngest anymore, so I also got a checkup and some massages, and must say that my body feels different. And this all in a natural way without adding any chemicals or whatever. So it's really working. I mean, one of the big advantages over here now is that many people think hospital is really a hospital atmosphere, or basically you have this wards where you lie in, and sometimes a nurse comes in and comes out, but you really feel that you are hospital, that you are ill, that you need to be there. And here actually is the absolute opposite. We're in the middle of greenery, really centrally still located. There is absolutely zero hospital atmosphere. So basically, we live as much our life like we would live at home. With of course having the advantage of having a whole team available 24 hours a day, regular doctor visits coming just to check, not a full check, just to check a couple of times, 2, 3 times a day, how things are doing, how the treatments are going, if everybody is okay. So it's absolutely a much more relaxed atmosphere. Uh, Certainly for people like me who don't like hospitals, I cannot say that here I would have felt uncomfortable any minute uh, because I feel a bit like home, home away from home, while my wife getting the treatments and while I'm also getting some treatments. So there's absolutely no stress, no tension, no whatever. And the nice thing is that the doctors here are not like the classical doctors. They take time, they listen to you, and then try to find solutions. In another way, is a complete other way for people who have never experienced this. Um, it's something that I can only recommend. Well, I think that anybody's suffering from a rare disease like my wife. I know that we all live in a tunnel without seeing the light. Um, and we all of us look at this as a partner, husband, father, mother, brother, sister, in different ways. My wife and I always decided that every day was a good day, and that we will try everything to do this to make the life even better. And we saw this as an experience, and an experience that I can only recommend for people with any disease, not only a rare disease. Uh, if you run against the wall with classical medicine and you're seeking a solution, well, I know for Europe, I mean, it's not next door, but it's not that far away. And you're not only here in and out, so you also have some time to actually spend time, build up another mind, and build up some strengths in a completely other way with the classical medicine. So I can only recommend. I'm a person who is pretty skeptical about new things. And I would say I wouldn't like to use the word anxious, but I would like to use the word uncomfortable when things are happening with me. Luckily, thanks to the support of team, they managed to convince me to do some massages. Um, and I did the first one. I must admit, I was a bit nervous, but then I saw that there is absolutely no reason to be nervous. The second time I felt more comfortable. The third time I was asleep. So it's really good, and I could not honestly tell you what it's doing with my body, but my body feels different. One of my things that I do every day, I go for a walk, quite a one, and for about 1 hour, and here the walk back is uphill, and I feel a tremendous difference after the week's massage on this. So it does something. You feel different on all the aspects, be the massages and other treatments done in those rooms from the team. There is a result, definitely. I mean, when we came 10 days ago, I mean, it was a very very much a one time off thing where we said we'll try this one time. Now, of course, already seeing results. We really will consider coming back again. Uh, Most probably in a year, maybe earlier. We'll see. It's also depending, on the personal situation of how everybody is feeling. Um, but it's certainly something that we keep in mind and that we'll consider doing. It's coming back because, as I already said earlier, the results that we are getting here, while my wife is still taking the classical medicine, are far, far better than any source that we have seen in Europe taking the classical medicine. So there is absolutely, for us, no reason to hold us back to make this journey down again to Kerala.